Hey, everybody. Welcome to this private session that I'm getting ready to do with Kai. Hopefully,
Yes.
you've already listened to our podcast episode, and we're going to work on something that I think is going to help everybody today. We're going to work on trying to stay productive when you don't want to, right?
Yes. Oh, big
So,
issue. Big issue of mine. Yes.
yeah, I always like to start by just kind of collecting some information on how that shows up for you.
hmm
What tends to happen? You've got something you need to be productive with and you don't wanna do it. What does that look like?
Yeah. I mean, it's like, it's one of those things where you sort of like you want to, right? But your executive dysfunction is just like, nah, right? And so it's tough because you have this like to-do list of things that you want to get done that has to get done. And it's just hard to push that start button sometimes. And it's hard to really get going when
Okay.
you really want to be productive, but alas, it's just not within you.
So what normally happens in those situations for you? Like, you've got something that you need to do, and then you do what instead?
Freeze. I
Okay.
freeze. So like for example, I could be sitting on my couch and I'll be like, okay, I'm going to sit on my couch for a couple minutes, and I will sit down and I'll be like, okay, I need to, for example, like I need to get up and do my laundry, for example. It has to get done. Haven't done it for a week. I just need to do it. And I'll just sit there. It needs to get done. I have to do it. I have to do that. I'll just sit there and I'll freeze.
Okay. And then
hmm
what happens next? Do you do the laundry or no?
I, I do, but it usually will require something to happen for me to like get up. Like I will have to I'll try to find some sort of reason. I'll like reason with myself. It's so weird. I'll have to have a negotiation with myself to get up and go do what I got to do.
Okay. So you do get the laundry done, but there's kind of like this inner
I do.
dialogue that happens beforehand.
It's exhausting. Yes.
And then how
hmm
does it make you feel?
When it's done, or when I'm or having that conversation.
When you're in that freeze or when you're not doing the thing, and then if you don't do the thing, I would imagine sometimes there's things that you just don't do.
Yeah, it's shameful when I and I'll start to like beat myself up because I'll be like, there's no reason why you can't get up and get this done right now. And so you start talking down to yourself uh and just a lot of shame for sure.
Okay. All right. So when you think about the shame or that like energetic activation that happens when you want to do something and you just don't or can't or you freeze, if you had to rate that on a 0 to 10, how intense is that for you? And it
It
might be
was it
hard in this
was
moment because you're not actually not doing something.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it might
it
be
was it used to be higher because I didn't know what to do. But now I would say it's between like a 6 and 7, I would say, out of 10.
okay, perfect. So the goal here is to see if we can knock that number down a little bit.
Yes.
For anybody that does this, if you find that your number goes up, that happens sometimes too. Sometimes we
Yeah.
realize that we've hit on something that we need to unravel a little bit further. So just like
Yeah.
no judgment around the numbers. The only thing I use the numbers for, it's the same thing like if a doctor asks you like about your back pain or whatever. We're just going to rate it, see where we
Right.
are, see what
Right.
changes. Up,
Yeah.
down, wherever, it's all okay. So if you've never done EFT tapping before, this is gonna be like follow the leader. So I'm gonna tap on a spot and say something. You're gonna
Okay.
repeat it back to me. You know your situation better than I do. We've just talked for a couple of minutes about it. So if I say something and you have something to add to make it more specific or
Mhm.
more real, then just change my wording and spit it back to me in a more
Okay.
honest way. Because and the reason I say that is because our energy blockages unblock when we specifically hit on what the issue is.
Okay.
So,
Fair.
the more
Mhm.
specific we can be, the better a result we get, and I
Yeah.
have not quite developed my mind reading skills fully just yet. Working on it, but
I
more
can't work
points.
under these conditions. I'm out of here.
Yeah, but let's just see if we can knock that down a little bit for you, Kai,
Yes.
and,
Yes.
we're just gonna start this is called the karate chop point on the side of the hand, and people often ask, "Left hand, right hand, does it matter?" It doesn't,
Mhm.
and we're gonna get to some other points that you have 2 of, like the sides of your eyes. You can do 1, you can
Mhm.
do both, whatever,
Right.
doesn't matter. So just do what feels natural for you. Alright,
Mhm.
here we go. First, just start by taking a nice deep inhale. Just recognizing that you are in a safe space, you're sitting, just us here, and you can repeat after me. Even though part of me really wants to get this done,
Even though part of me really wants to get this done,
and another part of me is saying, nah,
and another part of me is saying, nah,
I'm open to understanding what this freeze response is trying to do for me.
I'm open to understanding what this freeze response does to me.
Even though it's so hard to start sometimes,
Even though it's so hard to start sometimes,
I keep stalling
I keep stalling
on the couch or scrolling, thinking,
on the
negotiating.
on the couch or scrolling, thinking, negotiating.
I'm willing to see that this might be my nervous system
I'm willing to see that this might be my nervous system
trying to protect me.
trying to protect me,
And it's certainly not any proof that I'm broken.
and it's certainly not any proof that I'm broken.
And even though I'm tired of this executive dysfunction dance,
And even though I'm tired of this executive dysfunction dance,
and I beat myself up,
and I beat myself up,
telling myself that there's no reason I can't just do this,
telling myself that there is no reason that I can't do this,
I'm open to finding a kinder, easier way to move,
I'm open to finding a kinder, easier way to move,
one step at a time.
one step at a time.
All right, we're going to start going through some of the other points
Mm-hmm.
now, Kai, starting at the
Mm-hmm.
top of the head. This freeze that shows up when I try to start.
This freeze that shows up when I try to start.
Eyebrow. I just sit there and I know what I need to do.
I just sit there and I know what I gotta do,
Side of the eye. But my brain and my body are arguing with me.
but my brain and my body are arguing with me.
Nope, not happening right now.
Nope, not happening right now.
And I end up feeling like I'm glued to the couch.
And I end up feeling like I'm glued to the couch.
It's so exhausting to keep arguing with myself about it.
It is so exhausting to keep arguing with myself about it.
To say that I think that there's no reason I can't get it done.
Oh, where are you tapping? Sorry.
I'm on my
So
kind of
short. Oh, got it. Got it. Sorry.
they call it the collarbone. It's kind of like the sore
Yeah.
spot on your chest.
Yeah.
So,
Got it.
yeah.
What was the line again?
Yeah, I say there's no reason I can't get it done,
I say there's no reason I can't get it done.
and yet I'm still not doing it.
And yet I'm still not doing it.
Crossing the under the arm area.
Mm-hmm.
This stuck, frozen, heavy feeling in my body.
This stuck, frozen, heavy feeling in my body.
What if it's not laziness
What if it's not laziness
and I'm protecting myself?
and I'm protecting myself?
Maybe part of me learned that starting is risky.
Maybe part of me learned that starting is not risky.
Even if it seems silly when I'm talking about doing the laundry.
Even if it seems silly that feel like I'm
When I'm
late
talking about doing the laundry.
when I'm talking about the laundry.
Yeah. Part of me learned that if I start, I could fail.
Part of me learned that if I start, I could fail,
Or be judged or overwhelmed again.
or be judged or overwhelmed again.
Part of me doesn't want to have to fold the laundry.
Part of me doesn't want to have to fold the laundry.
So if I don't ever wash it,
So if I don't ever wash it,
maybe I don't have to fold it.
maybe I don't have to fold it.
Oh, no wonder my body hits the brakes when it's time to begin.
No wonder my body hits the brakes when it's time to begin.
I've been trying to bully myself into action.
I've been trying to bully myself into action.
But what if this part of me just needs safety and permission,
But what if this part of me just needs safety and permission,
not punishing myself or beating myself up?
not punishing myself or beating myself up?
Right now, I'm letting my system know,
Right now, I'm letting my system know.
I hear you.
I hear you.
I know you're trying to help,
I know you're trying to help,
even when you are totally not helping.
even when you're totally not helping.
And I'm open to the idea that I don't have to feel ready to
And
take
I'm
action.
open to the idea that I don't have to feel open to feel ready to take action.
Mhm. I can be frozen and still wiggle towards action.
I can be frozen and still wiggle towards action.
Maybe I don't have to do this whole thing.
Maybe I don't have to do this whole thing.
I can just figure out what I can do in the next 60 seconds.
I can just figure out what I have to do in the next 60 seconds.
I can stand up from the couch
I can stand up from the couch
and take a step towards that mountain of laundry,
and take a step towards that mountain of laundry,
showing my nervous system.
showing my nervous system.
Look at us. We can move a little.
Look at us. We can move a little,
And I'm still safe.
and I'm still safe.
I'm going to tap the sides of the fingers now, okay? It's kind of like where the flesh
Okay,
meets the fingernail.
I'm gonna extend my screen a little bit there. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Letting my subconscious learn a new story.
Letting my subconscious start a new story.
That I can be a person who starts even when I don't feel like it.
That I can be a person who starts even when I don't feel like it.
Honoring the part of me that was scared
Honoring the part of me that was scared.
and choosing a softer, easier way to move forward.
And choosing a softer, easier way to move forward.
Releasing these old stories that I'm frozen.
Releasing these old stories that I'm frozen.
Back of the hand between the ring finger and the pinky. And opening up to the possibility
And
that I
opening
can
up to
take
the
action.
possibility that I can take action.
All right, Kai, take another nice deep inhale through your nose. You can stop tapping. I often feel like I need to stretch or yawn or something else.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's totally normal because as energy moves, we do get that like yawn reflex, which is great. That's like a
Yeah.
blockage dissipating. So I always say there's nobody that's happier to see somebody yawn when they're talking to them than an EFT practitioner. So it's like, I'm not worried that I'm boring you. I'm like, oh, we did it. Like,
No, not at
so
all.
tell me how you feel now when you think about that intense, stuck, frozen, like I just can't get going feeling. Like, how
I feel
activating is that?
it's activating knowing that, like, because I'm always thinking of the end goal, but I'm not thinking of like I could just, I think at one point you were saying I could just take it like the next like 30 seconds, the next 60
Sure.
seconds, and then just kind of see where it leads me from there. It
Mhm.
doesn't always have to be, okay, this is how I'm going to solve world hunger, like it doesn't
Right.
have to be that deep. Like, I could just take it moment by moment. And so like it makes it feel a lot more uh possible
Yes.
to for it to happen. Mhm,
Yeah. I love how your cats
mhm.
are chiming in there too.
Yes.
See, animals always and if my dog if I shut my dog out before we started, but if my dog was in here,
Yeah.
he always jumps up on me and, like, wants to hug me whenever I'm doing EFT.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
like, they sense that we're shifting our
Yeah.
energy, which is actually,
Mhm.
like, super cool. So if you were to
Yeah.
put it on a 0 to 10 scale again,
Mhm.
how activated are you about that?
I pretty good. I would say it's on like I would say it went from like 6 to 7 to probably like 3 to 4 because like again, I don't feel as though it's like this mountain that I have to climb. Like I can just
Right.
start going and just see where it goes from there. And if I accomplish it, fine. If I don't, like it's truly not the end of the world. Like I have clothes to wear. Like it's not like I don't have anything to wear. It's not like I only have one shirt to wear. Like there's plenty that I could accomplish. Yeah.
Good. So, I mean, and that was
Mhm.
like, what, like 5 or 10 minutes? Pretty
Yeah.
general. We didn't get super specific. Like, when I'm working with a
Mhm.
client, we're gonna get a lot more specifics about, like, background,
Yeah.
like that, and we still were able to cut it in half, right?
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
it gives you the empowerment and the understanding that, like, you have some agency
Yes.
to do
Mhm.
something about this. Another thing that's really helpful when we get stuck on those things too is just to, stand up, do some air squats or something like that.
Yeah.
We love that,
Mhm.
like, the adrenaline and everything else as ADHDers, and just like 10 seconds of like some air squats or something, and then just
Yeah.
like set a timer for 7 minutes. That's always like the
Mhm.
magic number, it seems like, with my clients, and just
Yeah.
go do as much as you can in 7 minutes. And then
Right.
you decide if you want to do more.
Right.
Oh, hey, kitty. So cool. Well, thank you so much for tapping with me.
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
always love to hear from people and what happens for them when they do these sessions. So you can always feel free to drop me a line wherever, you talk to me
Yeah.
in my community or social media. Where's a good place for people to get in touch with you if they want to tell you how they were affected by it?
The easiest way is to visit my website, thevibewithkai.com, or I'm at The Vibe with Kai on all social media platforms. So you can always find me there. And I'm a
Yep.
goofball. So I try to add levity to the conversation surrounding mental health. So if you're ever
It's
looking
so
for a good
important. It's
time,
so important.
yes.
We can't take ourselves too seriously.
Yes.
So awesome. Well, thank you all for tapping with us and take care.
I'll see you.